Welcome back. I'm some guy you've never heard of, and these are the misadventures of Rios Chillax. Alright. Alright, it's gonna be a big day. Let's get set up for it. I've got Shadowheart, Lae'zel, and Gale. That sounds good to me.
There is work to do. Action, not reaction.
Ready and willing. Never a dull moment.
Alright, out of curiosity, anyone have things they can use to buff us before we get going?
I want to have a word.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasites in our heads. Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream.
I did. I did.
Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us.
We should take advantage when... We should take every advantage we can. Let's explore what these powers can... Let's explore these powers and see where they take us.
Exactly. Waste not, want not. Even when it comes to mind flayer parasites. Now, was there anything else?
I need you in my party. Will you travel with us?
Well, obviously I would. But you have so many followers already. I wouldn't want to crowd you.
Gale could do with the rest for now.
Excellent. Now that that's settled, lead on.
Still breathing.
No, you don't have anything you can do for the group.
Everything. Seems like a good moment to talk.
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by illithid worms.
I think we should hear out this dream figure. Maybe these powers could be useful.
I wouldn't advise it. Play with fire, and you get burned. That's always the way of it.
I'd like you to join me.
I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in.
Alright, you can take Asterian's place.
I like how you think.
The pride of the gate. No one's stopped me yet.
He wants to talk. Ah, Karlak. That's the other one. Well, you know what?
For discussion.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Alright, time to pet Scratch. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Yes, you are.
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me, told me the parasite in our heads could give us power.
Sounds like a pretty intense dream.
It was. And it seems so, not real, but not a dream either. Anyway, I told the entity to make tracks. I don't need anything else from this tadpole, thanks very much.
Alright, come on, we're heading out.
You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
Trade places with Will.
Let's hop. Da, da, da.
At least things have stayed interesting. Time to press ahead.
None of the B team really had anything helpful. Alright, where's my wizard? My other wizard.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it.
I had the same dream. A similar visitor with a similar message.
Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of illithid parasites, I've never come across any accounts of correlating dreams between infected parties. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word?
Yeah, something is delaying our transformation. Why not this dream visitor of ours?
If so, we have far more to learn about the powers at play here. Our ignorance as to the exact nature and intent of our saviors is hardly cause for celebration. I hope your confidence proves well-founded. God knows we could use all the help we can get.
Alright, join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
Would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
At Carlack's place.
Wonderful. Lead on, then.
I suppose I should talk to Lae'zel and Shadowheart before we get going.
Just thought of something.
Glick. I had a dream. As we all did, I suspect. Someone came to me and promised to protect me, while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is gate deception.
If this parasite can empower us, I say we should let it. We could use the edge in combat.
You're delusional. I'd sooner trust a night hag than a strange figure bearing dream gifts.
Alright. I'm sure I can make you come around later.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones?
That happened to you as well?
Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
Alright, I just wanted to see if you had anything to say about that.
And away I go.
A long way to go still. On I go. shall be done.
Eager for battle.
Lost in thought.
Alright, Gale, get your full life going. And your mage armor.
Let's get going.
I'll get my false life going.
Indolence breeds madness.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it. On my way.
Alright, let's see what our pigeon has to say.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Has your research turned up anything that might help us with this parasite problem?
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
Sure, do it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then mayhaps it'll give me power. The tadpole, that is.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
I'll endure the discomfort.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push.
I'll clench my fists.
Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp-string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
I'll hold as still as possible.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick.
No, eye the implement, but allow him to proceed.
Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
Right, I will hold my breath.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run.
Well, I don't want it on the run. That'd be further into my, whatchamacallit.
I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage.
You knocked my bloody eye out.
Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a pretty decent eye then.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
You know what, if he couldn't undo the thing, sure, I might as well. I'll open my mind to the tadpole.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
Bye then. Let me go with Concentrated Blast. That's interesting. Let's do Psionic Backlash. With favorable beginnings. Interesting. I have another one. Oh, no?
All right, what now? We get along quite well, I think.
Kinja, no good will come of devouring a gate worm, no matter what you might think.
Have you thought about making use of the Tadpole's power?
Mark my words, this power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
We must bear the Tadpole's burdens. We should also avail ourselves of their power. Nope. I didn't think so.
And when the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My faith in Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power.
Alright then. If that's how you feel.
It was bad enough having just one of those tadpoles forced upon us. I can scarcely believe you actually inflicted another on yourself.
These illicit powers we're developing, what do you make of them?
On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from, and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected Ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
The odds are stacked against us. Can we truly afford it to ignore potential advantage? Right, she's a little more receptive.
Well, perhaps you have a point. Fine. Let's explore these powers then. I just hope we don't come to regret it.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Looking ahead.
Alright, let's talk to Gale.
I need a moment for the two of us.
Come on then, don't leave me in suspense. How are you feeling? No errant tentacles? No sudden cravings for a more cerebral diet?
I'm feeling great. Consuming these tadpoles could give us quite the advantage.
Wonderful. Advantages are a more precious commodity than I'd have hoped, given the nature of our predicament. I commend you on your willingness to take such a risk. Now, let's hope your new illithid fuel prowess tipped the balance suitably in our favor. Was there another matter you wish to discuss?
Nope. I wanted to see how you felt about that.
At the ready. Still alive. So that's progress.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
A long way from Waterdeep.
No time to rest.
Alright, let me see what the other three have to say.
Something's on my mind.
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye.
Thank you, Will. What do you think of the illicit potential the Dream Visitor spoke of?
I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you take an illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
I did not mean to click that. Oh well. It's an 18, eh? Oh, just barely.
I'm more than a bit wary, I admit. Still, I am the Frontier's avowed protector. New dangers require new skills to vanquish them. If the tadpole must be my curse, then let the powers it grants me be the Sword Coast's blessing. I will consume what I must to make it so.
Good man.
Another step forward.
Well, no tentacles yet. I suppose we can consider that a success.
Yeah, I don't think he requires convincing.
Feeling illithid?
So about our tadpole powers.
You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet, you're more mind flayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this.
I was hoping you might. The benefits seem to outweigh the costs.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
Can't you see by my example that this is worth our while?
Ugh! How do you do that? Always making sense when I least want you to. Fine. I'll keep an open mind, all right? I can promise that much. Now, are we done here?
We are. Gale, what happened to your raven?
Let me work my magic.
Oh my god, Gale, are you kidding me? We haven't even left camp yet. How did your raven die?
That hit the spot.
We were short rested before we even left. No, do try not to kill your raven.
What to do? No one back home will ever believe this. Let's see what this does.
Powers are being wasted back here. I could repel any attack in the blink of an eye.
What's next, I wonder?
Best you stay right here.
Ridiculous. Someone of my skill should choose their own vantage point.
She just means you're our last hope, Roland. We may need you to save the day.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Best be on my way.
Is everyone? I wonder what's with all this shouting sound I'm hearing in the background.
It's time to come back now! Johnny!
Please, have you seen Donnie anywhere? Young boy, doesn't talk. We need to get him into the cave before the goblins come.
No, but I'll keep an eye out for him.
I appreciate it. He's the one who showed us the cave to begin with. We won't seal it up until he's safe with the rest.
Where'd everyone go?
Go away! There's nothing in here for you! For any of you!
What's going on here?
I said go away! You people have endangered this sacred place long enough! This door is staying closed until you're gone, one way or another!
Howard, innocents are going to die thanks to you.
This sacred grove could be a comfort to them in their final moments. But this door is staying closed. Now leave!
Come on now, open up. There's people out here who need shelter.
We've been more than generous already!
No, you
We have
haven't.
to take care of the grove's future. Move away!
Alright, go rejoin the others, kid.
This door is staying shut! Just be sensible and leave! This door is staying shut! Just be sensible and leave!
Dang, what happened while we were sleeping? I mean, if you guys don't come out, you can't stop us from doing unspeakable things to your grove.
Grant us good fortune.
Alright, I'm gonna play sacrilegious music near your altar.
Let's get on with it.
Show us mercy.
Indolence breeds madness.
Yes?
the only one without an instrument? Oh, that's terrible.
Can't give up now. Can't slow down. Seems simple enough.
This door is staying shut! Just be sensible and leave!
Just be sensible and come out here. And that's going to be it for today. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Baldur's Gate 3, The Misadventures of Rios Chillax. I am some guy you've never heard of. Unless, of course, you have.